Alrighty, guys, so we're going to go over 7 stocks in this video that I'm looking at, and these are all for trades. Keep that in mind, short-term trades, maybe a couple of days, couple of weeks, not for long-term investment, so let me make that clear right off the bat. We're going to break down charts in this video. We're going to go over where I'm looking to buy, and of course, some other thoughts that I have right now in the market, so if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. It is literally free money. Use that link down below. We'll talk more about that later, and now, cheers, guys. Get hydrated, of course, as always, you got to drink your water and, of course, your coffee. Come on, guys, get some coffee. And with that being said, let's dive into it. So the first stock I want to break down is none other than ENPH, ticker symbol ENPH, which right now, guys, when I'm making this video, it is completely exploding and it's starting to reverse. I mean, check it out. ENPH stock right now is up 7.77%. Okay, maybe that's good luck. Maybe I have to buy some ENPH stock right now, but it's up roughly 8% and it's starting to reverse above these moving averages, which it's about dang time, guys. It's been months at this point since it's been trading under the moving averages, so now we're starting to break back out, and to be honest, guys, this thing got way too overvalued, way too overbought when it got to 340 bucks. I mean, if you guys have been watching this stock, if you've been tracking it, you know it was not really worth much back in 2020. Yeah, look at this. It was 34 bucks back in 2020, and it got all the way up to 340 bucks, essentially at 10x in the span of a couple of years, which, yeah, that's a little bit extreme, right? And it needed this pullback. It was much in need of this pullback, and look at what happened. We got the pullback, we held the uptrend on the 3-year chart, and now we're starting to reverse as we are again bouncing off that 180 SMA. And pulling up this 4-hour chart, guys, again, we're now breaking out of the moving averages for the first time since the middle of December. We're talking 4 or 5 months ago, and we're now taking out the highs as well from last week and the last couple of weeks, and now we're approaching the highs from the beginning of March. You can see right here in the beginning of March we hit roughly 225, 230. That's going to be the next spot to test, to potentially break, and if it does break, this huge breakout that we're seeing will likely continue. So I'm going to set my alert at 2:30 here on ENPH, and mind you, they are reporting earnings, I believe, next week. Let me double check though. Yeah, they're on the 25th, so not this week, next week. I believe that's next Tuesday. We're going to get ENPH's numbers, and this stock, this company, is known to go all over the place during earnings. So keep that in mind. This thing could be moving like crazy next week, and who knows, it might run even more heading into that earnings report. So 2:30 is where my alert's at. Let's see if we break that level. And there it is again, showing it's up 7.77%. Is that a sign that I should buy ENPH stock here, guys? Maybe I will, but I'm going to be patient and see if it breaks 2:30. So the next one here is HPQ. Let me pull that up and show you guys what HPQ is looking like. It's up 3.8% right now, up to $31 roughly per share. And look at this, guys. We're now approaching a multi-month level of resistance. We're pretty much at it right now, which this resistance point has been a resistance since the middle of November. You guys can see we hit it back in November. We got rejected multiple times. We also got rejected back in February, and we did, last week a little bit, and now it's looking like it wants to plow right through 31 bucks. So we are noticing again that resistance, and also that we've been making higher lows into that resistance. You guys see right here, higher low after higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So in other words, this, guys, is an ascending triangle. So if we do break out of 31 bucks, let's put my alert. I'm going to put it at 31.50. We'll see what it does at that point. There could be a humongous leg up from there, maybe towards 34, 35 bucks. That would be my target in the short term, which you guys can see was the high back in August before this stock got completely destroyed all the way down to 24 bucks. That was a drop of around 31% from the high in August to where it got by the middle of October. That was a rough little 2 months there for HP stock, and it's been reversing ever since. So again, my alert's at 31.50. Let's see where it goes from that point. And the next one that I'm looking at is Splunk, ticker symbol SPLK, which right now it's fighting to hold the bottom of this uptrending channel, and we've been consolidating for a good couple of weeks. I mean, look at this, guys, on the 20-day chart. You can see we've been chopping around 88 roughly dollars on the bottom end, around 88 bucks as support, with resistance being about 95-ish dollars. So now we're at what, 93 bucks. The stock's up 2%. Again, we're holding the bottom of this channel. Now all we have to see is whether or not we're going to get a pump, right? Whether or not we're going to break back over 95, take out this little range that we've been in the past couple of weeks, and ultimately take out that 180 SMA. If we do take out that 97, 98 bucks right by that moving average, this is going to shoot up, in my opinion, towards the top of the channel. So I'm going to set my alert at 98 bucks. Mark is at or above, and we'll see what happens. Again, if that level breaks, guys, we could be moving towards the highs from back in the end of February, early mid-February, being about 105-ish. Maybe even higher than that. We shall see, guys. That is SPLK. And the next stock is DXCM, also known as Dexcom, which you guys can see we've covered this before. But let me clear the drawing set and draw some fresh lines here. There we go. What we have here is very similar to what we had on HPQ. It was HPQ, right? Let me see. Let me refresh my memory, guys. Yeah, HPQ, we had an ascending triangle. Same thing here with DXCM. You guys see that? We have clear higher lows being made over the past couple of months. Boom, one right here, one right here, one right here. But at the same time, there's been a clear resistance around, where is that? 122 since the end of October. So yeah, needless to say, guys, that level needs to break, which now we're going up to test it. We're up 2.5%. We're about to test 120, 122 bucks. So I'm going to set my alert right at 122 bucks. Mark is at or above, and we'll see where it goes from that point. If we do end up seeing a huge breakout, we're probably going to go towards the 130s, maybe even higher. That's where that next leg up could take us here on Dexcom, and I'm not sure exactly where the all-time highs are. Let's see. If I zoom in a little bit here on the 3-year chart, okay, if we break that 130 level, 135, that's the next gap to fill. If that were to break, maybe 145, maybe even higher is where it could be going. So before we talk about the next couple of stocks, guys, if you haven't gone up to 15 free stocks yet for Moomoo, what are you waiting for? Use that link down below. Open up an account. You get 1 free share of stock. If you guys deposit at least 100 bucks onto the platform, you get 4 more stocks, totaling 5 free shares of stock. And listen to this. If you deposit at least 1,000 bucks onto the platform, you get another 10 stocks, totaling 15 free stocks. And by the way, that's limited time. Use that link down below. Get your free stocks. It also helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, let's continue on here with the next stock, which is AMD. Let me pull it up and show you guys. AMD today, I think it's red. Yeah, it's down 2.3%, getting more and more oversold by the day, and rightfully so, considering how overbought it actually got back in the end of March. It ran from literally, look at this, guys. It went from 81 bucks on the 13th of March all the way up to 102 bucks by the 23rd of March. In 10 days, it ran up $20 a share, 28%. That is not sustainable. So essentially, we've given back all those gains. We're now oversold. We've been selling off day after day after day, it seems like, and now we're right by the bottom of this, trend line, and we're right by the 180 SMA, which we have to see bulls come in there and, pop this thing back over, let's say 90, 92, which we're not getting yet, but at some point in the future, we might get that, which is kind of what I'm waiting for here in the short term, and really where the reversal will occur is right around 93 to about 95 bucks, right by the moving averages here on the 20-day chart. If we can get a sharp breakout past those levels, that's where we could really start to break out, maybe back towards, high 90s, maybe back towards that $100 level, 102 level, which is where this thing was back in the end of March, again on the 23rd. So AMD looks pretty good here, guys. All we have to do is wait for that confirmation. And NetEase, let me pull it up. NTES is the ticker. This also looks really good, and it's also breaking out right now. Literally, guys, with today's price action, we're now breaking the highs from a couple months ago. You guys can see here we're up 4.5% on the day, right around 95 bucks a share. And what are we noticing? Well, we are noticing that the ascending triangle played out on NTES, and it's just starting to play out, which means there could be even more upside moving forward. Look at this. It's at 94.50 right now. The highs from a couple months ago. Let me pull up the yearly chart. We're right around, let's see, 100 bucks, 108 bucks. That's where this thing could catch fire to if it, remains in the control of the bulls, which right now they're clearly gaining momentum. So this looks really good, guys. It's starting to break out. There could be more upside on NTES, which is also known as NetEase. And the last stock for the video, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than Salesforce, which I did talk about, I think, a couple videos ago, but wanted to do a quick follow-up in this video. It is up roughly 1% right now, right around 196, 7-ish bucks a share, and it's starting to break out up towards the highs from back in the beginning of this month, about 2 weeks ago, where we hit roughly $200 a share. So CRM, guys, by the looks of it, we're holding the uptrend. We're now starting to spike back over that 50 SMA. We are well on our way, at least in my opinion, to test 200, maybe even take out $200 a share. That is such a big level, and if it does take that out, will it be at all-time highs? It might be. Actually, no, it's not. Never mind. No way. Yeah, no way. All-time highs are at 311. That's back from 2021, the end of 2021, when really the market peaked in general. So we could start seeing a move maybe back towards, let's see here, now that I'm looking at this, hold on a second. Back in 2021, early 2021, we actually bottomed at about 200, which makes it now a massive resistance. You guys see right there. So this needs to break 200. Let me just put it out plain, point blank simple. It's got to break 200, 202. I'm going to set my alert there. If that does break, we are going to start to see a move back in this range between, let's say, 225, 250, maybe it goes even higher than that. But baby steps, guys, baby steps. Let's see what it does now in the meantime. Then we'll judge what it does if it does break out of $200, 202. We shall see. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe to this channel and my second channel, Stas Talks Money, which I am doing a giveaway, a $100 giveaway once we hit 1,000 subs on that channel. So use that link down below. Make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, 12 stocks from Webull. Those are linked down below. And feel free to check out my Patreon or my YouTube channel membership. Essentially, it's the same thing. I'm posting all my charts there, real-time updates. I'm posting my Patreon portfolio updates, and you get access to my Discord chat and me throughout the day. All of that is linked down below. Feel free to check it out. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video.